Avery Therapeutics is a local startup business that changes the way heart attacks are treated, and they have some big news about some big support they just received. Dr. Jen Covery, Dr. Steve Goldman, and Dr. Jordan Lancaster are all here to share with us. Thank you three so much for being here. I can't wait till we get to the big news. But before we tell everybody about the big news, let's learn a little bit about Avery.
Thank you for having us here today. We're very excited. So Avery is a new company that is formed here in Tucson, Arizona. We're local, and we are developing a new treatment that has the potential to change treatment strategies for heart failure and really impact the lives of patients with heart failure and their families. Jordan can tell you more about our technology.
Yeah, so I think we provided a video for you guys. We can walk you through that. But a lot of times people hear what a heart attack is or what heart failure is, but they don't really get the concept. And so this is a little animation that we have, just a heart character here. And it's got highlighting a vessel, and you can see that vessel is becoming blocked. And you can see the shaded region of that tissue. And that's basically the infarct or the heart attack area that occurs. What you just saw there is a product that we're working on called MyoCardia, which is essentially a patch that we can implant on the heart to repair that damaged heart. So it's sort of like a living Band-Aid that you can put on a broken heart and basically mend it.
Wow. You just blew my mind right now. That was I'm so happy that we had a way to see this and visually see, like you're saying, how did you come up with this, or how did this come about?
Yeah, so that was, this is a project we've been working on for almost about 10 years.
Wow.
And how it came to be was, I was actually an undergraduate student here at the University of Arizona. I came into Dr. Goldman's lab, and it was just we were watching what was happening in regards to cell therapies and this whole field of regenerative medicine. And we started working on projects of how you can utilize varying cells for therapeutic reasons and how you can put them together and engineer something. The clip that was just playing, that little video, is actually our product, MyoCardia, beating spontaneously by itself. So this is a beating heart patch that we developed in the lab. And the technology sort of evolved, sort of meeting that clinical need of that there's no good therapeutics for heart failure. And so this patch, which you can see here now, this is our living Band-Aid, if you will. So this is what we do on a daily basis. We play with little beating pieces of tissue, which we can then implant onto the heart. It ultimately results in improved squeeze and relaxation of the heart. And ultimately that patient will feel better, hopefully, at the end of the day.
Wow. And now your great idea, like I said, had something big happen to your idea. They got some great support. Who wants to be the one to tell everybody what the big news was?
So the big news is that we pitched at the Get Started Tucson event, and we won the grand prize, which had many, many things associated with it. The biggest prize was from Cox. That's $25,000 to help us advance this technology. And we got a spot in Inc. magazine and some other local mentorship and things that are going to help us here. So we're very excited about all of these prizes.
Wow. So how is it that you ended up pitching for this, or how did you get connected?
So being an early company and being especially in the medical field, it's very, very expensive. There are so many milestones that we have to hit, and we're always looking for opportunities to make a little bit of money and to get our name out there, to get people aware of what we're working on. It's very important that we have local support and that we have advisors and partners that can help us move this forward. So it was a great opportunity to just present, and the icing on the cake was being able to get the money, which is huge for us. So
absolutely. And I know you also pitched along with 7 other companies that were also kind of in it and trying to. What was it like to also kind of be with other companies going for the same thing?
It was really great to be with the other companies and see all of the great ideas that are coming out of Tucson, and really a variety of things there. We were probably the only medical one. Since I was the one doing the pitch, I was actually put in a room with all the other presenters, and I didn't get to see the pitches, but I got to chat with all the other presenters while we were waiting for our turn, and it was really interesting to hear all of their ideas. And we shared a lot of information and kind of strategies for moving ahead. Even though we're all working on very different things, we kind of go through all of the same challenges, being an entrepreneur and trying to find resources and trying to get our names out there. So it was really nice to be there with the other contestants.
Kind of like a camaraderie with that.
Definitely.
Dr. Goldman, how will this money and all the other support help you guys?
What we need to do is we need to develop the company in order to treat patients with heart failure. So people don't appreciate the fact that you have a heart attack, you go on to develop heart failure, and then you do very poorly. Patients don't feel well. So one of the big issues is we got to go now to the FDA to get permission to do a clinical trial. And that's what we're going to use the money for.
Well, I think this is amazing. I think it's amazing that we have local people like you guys that are doing great work. I want to thank you guys for stopping in, and congratulations also on the big win.
Super.
Thank you. Thanks
you.
for having us.
Absolutely. You guys, congratulations again to the winner of Get Started 2016, Avery Therapeutics. Find out more about them at averytherapeutics.com.